Hey guys, Brian delivered you the goods here. I'm returning to you this morning, well, kind of late this morning, for an album review. And this is for another marathon album review I said I was going to do when I did my White Tiger album movie review yesterday. I was so close to saying album review. I'm really sorry about that. But this album review is for Deftones' Kono Yokan, which also is known for Premonition of Love. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, sorry that I had the camera so close to my face and all that. But yeah, what did I think of this album? It's pretty good. I really liked it. It's amazing. Swerve City was a very outstanding track. The only one I was a little let down by was Leathers, because there was like weird sounds from Chino when he was singing and kind of screaming at the same time. And I don't know, I just didn't feel like a song I'd really enjoy that much. But yeah, Entombed was another great track. I liked the vibe that I got from it, the kind of melodic vibe from it. It was pretty ominous and interesting of a song to really dive into and dissect, of course. Um, but yeah, Romantic Dreams was another outstanding track that I enjoyed. Um, there was it was a little lengthy, but not as lengthy as the other two songs I'm going to be talking about in a moment. Uh, which is tracks 7 and 9, which they were pretty long. Uh, Rosemary is a almost 7-minute track, so you're in for quite a bit of a long song. um, and Tempest is like 6 minutes and some seconds. So I think that was a single, but I'd have to watch the music video to see what I think of it. Because I think there is a music video for it. But I enjoyed Kono Yoken. It's a really awesome album. Uh, it's amazing what Deftones' sound sounds like in this album. Um, they change things up for each album cycle they go into. Like they add more electronics. They add uh, gritting guitars, raging drum work some of the time, and Chino's screams are pretty good. Um, what Happened to You, the closing track, didn't close the album very bad. It just closed it at a good gap to see what's next for the next album, which I will be reviewing on Wednesday, which will be for Gore. So I'll definitely give that a listen. Graphic Nature was a pretty outstanding song. Um, there's a lot of weirdness in most of the Deftones songs that I've listened to through me doing their marathon album reviews this whole month. And I hope you have enjoyed most of the marathon album reviews I made for Deftones' discography that I've been going through each few days and reviewing. So I hope you did enjoy these album reviews that I bestowed upon you. Poltergeist was a pretty outstanding track. I think it was like 3.5 minutes, so it wasn't really that long, but it was enjoyable. Uh, Gauze was a pretty interesting song, and Goon Squad was like over 5.5 minutes, but still enjoyable. Sorry, I'm getting a cramp in my arm or whatever, the way I'm resting it while I'm holding the phone. uh, but yeah, uh, overall, the sound of this album, it's executing pretty well. There's only one disappointing track, which is Leathers, and I just didn't find it to be that interesting to me to really, for me to really like. It was kind of all over the place, to be honest with you. The song just felt a little clustered and a little messy at times, but it was all over the place. The song with how it's sounding and how Chino is singing the song, it just kind of made me cringe for most of it. But yeah, overall, I think Deftones Kono Yokan, pretty awesome album. I really liked it. I know I reviewed Diamond Eyes last Friday, and I hope you did enjoy that album review. Because I did mention that I was going to take my cat down to be put down. Things have changed now, and we had to reschedule that for a different day. So, yeah, it's still happening. It's just we had a surprise setback for a moment on Saturday when it happened, when we were supposed to take him down, and then something got in the way to where we had to reschedule that appointment, and that's all I can say. I don't want to go into too much detail about my personal life and what I do. But for a score, I think Deftones Kono Yokan, I'm going to give a 9.5 out of 10. Pretty awesome album. I really liked it, and I highly recommend you guys check this out. The Premonition of Love album, which that's what it stands for. But they just titled it Kono Yokan. So yeah, it's a pretty good album, and I definitely see myself returning to it a lot. Probably even purchasing it. But definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Deftones album, Kono Yokan, if you've heard it. And if you like this album review, sorry that the camera's so close to my face. It's just trying to angle it right. But yeah. And if you like this album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for the next album review, which is going to be on Wednesday for Gore. It'll be the final album review because I already reviewed Ohms, and I reviewed the White Pony 20th Anniversary Edition album review. And I hope you enjoyed that one I did back in December of last year, because I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. But I'll have some other videos to do. I'm doing Accept's new album review on Thursday for Too Mean to Die, and Weezer's new album, OK Human, as well. So there's going to be some album reviews I'm doing for this week, just two. And then next week's going to be Foo Fighters' Medicine at Midnight, which I already heard the album, but I'm still giving it a few more listens to sink in to see what my overall thoughts are going to be when the album officially drops, because I'm not reviewing that album until the 4th of February, like close to the release date, like really close. But because I did the Korn the Nothing album like a week ahead of when it's supposed to be out, and I kind of screwed up there. And then I did Dragon Force's album review like weeks early, and I'm like, ah, shit, I shouldn't be doing this. So yeah, I'm gonna be patient and wait till the release date for doing album reviews, or close to the release date, so you guys have something to enjoy. But I hope you enjoyed this album review for Deftones' Kono Yokan, the marathon album review I did today. Definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.